This morning, before the noise of the day rushes in, before the worries of yesterday try to steal today's energy, I want you to pause with me for a moment. Take a slow breath, feel your body, and remember something powerful. Your health is not behind you, it is still very much in front of you. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell, and today I want to talk to you about a simple morning drink that many people say mimics some of the appetite, controlling and blood sugar, balancing effects people look for in medications like Ozempic, but without harsh side effects, fear, or dependency. More importantly, I want you to understand that no drink works alone. True health is built gently daily with intention, especially as we grow older. When we talk about this simple morning drink, it is important to understand why such a gentle combination can have such a meaningful impact on the body, especially as we grow older. Warm water alone helps rehydrate the body after hours of sleep and gently wakes up the digestive system, allowing everything to begin moving smoothly without shock or stress. When apple cider vinegar is added in a small amount, it supports digestion by increasing stomach acidity just enough to help break down food more efficiently, which can reduce bloating and sluggishness that many people feel in the morning. This improved digestion can lead to better nutrient absorption and a more balanced appetite throughout the day, making it easier to naturally eat less without feeling deprived. Lemon adds not only a refreshing taste but also supports liver function and provides vitamin C, which plays a role in metabolic health and inflammation control. Together, these ingredients help stabilize blood sugar levels, which is one of the main reasons people experience fewer cravings and more consistent energy. Blood sugar spikes and crashes are often responsible for sudden hunger, irritability, and overeating, and this is where the comparison to appetite-controlling medications comes from. By gently supporting insulin sensitivity, this morning drink helps the body respond better to the foods you eat later in the day, reducing the urge to snack or overeat. Cinnamon or ginger, when added in small amounts, further enhances this effect by supporting glucose metabolism and reducing inflammation, both of which are crucial for long-term health. Instead of forcing the body into submission, this drink works by creating balance, allowing hunger signals to become clearer and more trustworthy. Many people notice they feel satisfied sooner, eat more mindfully, and feel less controlled by cravings. What makes this approach so powerful is its simplicity and safety. Unlike medications that can cause nausea, digestive distress, or dependency, this natural drink works with the body's own systems. It does not override hunger, it helps regulate it. Over time, this can lead to healthier eating patterns, improved digestion, and a calmer relationship with food. For older adults, this is especially important because the body becomes more sensitive to extremes. Gentle, consistent support is far more effective than aggressive interventions. This morning ritual also sets a positive tone for the day, reinforcing the idea that health begins with small, intentional choices. When practiced daily, this simple drink becomes more than a habit. It becomes a signal of self-care and awareness that supports appetite control, metabolic balance, and overall well-being. When we speak about true health and sustainable weight control, it is essential to move away from the idea that one drink, one supplement, or one method can fix everything. The body thrives on patterns, not shortcuts, and lasting change comes from what you repeatedly do each day. A healthy diet is not about restriction or fear, but about nourishment and respect for your body's needs. Choosing real, whole foods allows your hormones, digestion, and metabolism to work together instead of against each other. Fresh vegetables provide fiber that stabilizes blood sugar and supports digestion, while lean proteins help preserve muscle mass and keep you feeling satisfied for longer periods. Healthy fats add flavor, improve nutrient absorption, and send signals of fullness to the brain, reducing the urge to overeat. As people grow older, the body becomes more sensitive to processed foods, added sugars, and refined carbohydrates. These foods cause rapid blood sugar spikes followed by crashes that trigger hunger, fatigue, and cravings. Over time, this pattern can lead to weight gain, inflammation, and metabolic stress. By focusing on simple, natural foods, the body begins to regain balance. Eating slowly and mindfully gives the brain time to recognize fullness, which can dramatically reduce portion sizes without effort or discomfort. This is not about counting calories, but about listening to internal cues that may have been ignored for years. Consistency is where the real power lies. One healthy meal does not create change. Many healthy meals repeated over time reshape the body from the inside out. When healthy eating becomes routine, appetite naturally adjusts, energy improves, and weight begins to stabilize. There is no need for extreme dieting or rigid rules, which often lead to frustration and rebound weight gain. Instead, gentle structure and flexibility allow healthy habits to be maintained long-term. Enjoying meals, sharing food with others, and removing guilt from eating all support emotional well-being, which plays a major role in physical health. This approach also builds trust between you and your body. When you consistently provide nourishment instead of chaos, the body stops feeling the need to store excess energy as fat, metabolism becomes more efficient, digestion becomes smoother, and hunger becomes more predictable. Over time, this leads to a calmer relationship with food, where eating is guided by awareness rather than impulse. True health is not achieved through force, but through alignment, patience, and daily choices that honor the body's natural intelligence and capacity for balance. Light, gentle exercise plays a deeply important role in health, especially for older adults, yet it is often misunderstood or avoided because of fear, past injuries, or the belief that it is simply too late to benefit. The truth is that the body is designed to move at every age, and movement does not have to be intense or exhausting to be effective. Simple activities such as walking, stretching, and easy strength movements send powerful signals to the body that it is still active, capable, and worth maintaining. These signals help improve circulation, deliver oxygen and nutrients to tissues, and support the natural repair processes that keep joints flexible and muscles responsive. One of the greatest benefits of light exercise is its effect on insulin sensitivity and metabolism. When muscles are used regularly, they become better at absorbing glucose from the bloodstream, which helps stabilize blood sugar levels and reduce fat storage. This is particularly important as we age because muscle mass naturally declines over time if it is not used. Even small amounts of resistance such as bodyweight movements, resistance bands, or light dumbbells can slow or reverse this process. Maintaining muscle not only supports a healthy metabolism, but also improves balance, posture, and independence, reducing the risk of falls and injuries. Gentle movement also supports joint health by increasing the flow of synovial fluid, which lubricates the joints and reduces stiffness. Many people avoid movement because they feel stiff or uncomfortable, but in most cases, appropriate movement is exactly what the body needs to feel better. Starting slowly and listening to the body allows confidence to grow over time, replacing fear with trust. Walking outdoors, for example, not only benefits the body but also calms the mind, reduces stress hormones, and improves mood through natural light and fresh air. Perhaps most importantly, light exercise builds consistency. When movement feels achievable and enjoyable, it becomes part of daily life rather than a temporary effort. 10 minutes a day can be enough to create meaningful change when practiced regularly. This consistency supports better sleep, improved digestion, and a more positive outlook on health. Instead of seeing exercise as a punishment for what you ate or a reminder of physical limitations, it becomes an act of self-respect and care. Through gentle, regular movement, the body is reminded that it is still strong, adaptable, and capable of healing at any stage of life. Lifestyle habits quietly shape health in powerful ways, often more than people realize, because they influence the hormones and systems that control hunger, energy, and fat storage. Sleep is one of the most overlooked foundations of wellness, especially as we age. Poor or inconsistent sleep disrupts hormones that regulate appetite, increasing cravings for sugar and processed foods while reducing the ability to feel satisfied after meals. When the body is well rested, it makes better decisions naturally, energy levels are steadier, and the metabolism functions more efficiently, creating a consistent sleep routine. Going to bed and waking up at similar times and allowing the body to truly rest at night supports healing processes that cannot occur during the day. Hydration is another simple habit with profound effects. Many people walk through their days mildly dehydrated without realizing it, mistaking thirst for hunger. This can lead to unnecessary snacking and overeating. Water supports digestion, circulation, joint lubrication, and detoxification, helping the body function smoothly. Starting the day with water and continuing to sip throughout the day supports appetite control and energy without effort. For older adults, proper hydration also supports cognitive clarity and reduces fatigue, making healthy choices easier to maintain. Stress management is equally critical. Chronic stress keeps the body in a constant state of alert, raising cortisol levels that encourage fat storage, particularly around the abdomen. Stress also interferes with sleep, digestion, and immune function, creating a cycle that is difficult to break. Gentle practices such as deep breathing, quiet reflection, prayer, meditation, or simply sitting in silence for a few minutes can calm the nervous system and signal safety to the body. When the body feels safe, it no longer clings to excess weight as a form of protection. Daily routines and environment also matter more than motivation. Simple habits like preparing meals at home, eating without distractions, getting sunlight in the morning, and limiting screen exposure at night help regulate circadian rhythms and hormone balance. These small lifestyle choices compound over time, shaping how the body responds to food, movement, and rest. When lifestyle habits support the body instead of overwhelming it, health becomes easier to maintain and less dependent on willpower. Through consistent sleep, hydration, stress reduction, and supportive routines, the body is given the conditions it needs to rebalance, repair, and thrive naturally. The way you think and speak to yourself has a direct and measurable effect on your physical health, especially as you grow older. A positive mindset is not about pretending everything is perfect or ignoring challenges, but about choosing thoughts that support healing instead of reinforcing fear and limitation. When the mind is constantly filled with messages of failure, aging, or hopelessness, the body responds with tension, stress, and resistance. Over time, this internal environment can slow progress, increase inflammation, and weaken motivation. On the other hand, when you approach your health with patience, kindness, and belief, the nervous system relaxes, hormones balance more easily, and the body becomes more receptive to change. Many older adults carry years of frustration from diets that failed, exercise routines that felt painful, or medical advice that sounded discouraging. These experiences can create a belief that the body is broken or beyond help. But the body listens to the present moment, not the past. Each supportive thought becomes a new signal. Simple affirmations like trusting the process, acknowledging effort, and celebrating small improvements can shift the internal dialogue in a powerful way. This shift reduces stress hormones and supports consistency, which is far more important than perfection. Mindset also influences behavior. When you believe that small steps matter, you are more likely to take them. A short walk feels worthwhile, a healthy meal feels meaningful, and a morning routine feels like self-care rather than obligation. This creates momentum. Instead of relying on bursts of motivation, you build habits anchored in self-respect. Over time, these habits reshape identity, allowing you to see yourself as someone who takes care of their health rather than someone constantly trying to fix it. Gratitude plays an important role as well. Appreciating what your body can do right now, even if it feels limited, creates a foundation for improvement. Gratitude shifts focus away from loss and toward possibility. It encourages presence, which improves mindful eating, stress awareness, and emotional balance. When the mind is calm and supportive, cravings lessen, emotional eating decreases, and decisions feel clearer. A positive mindset does not deny reality, it reframes it. Aging becomes a stage of wisdom rather than decline, and health becomes a journey rather than a battle. When you choose encouragement over criticism and belief over doubt, the body responds with resilience, adaptability, and renewed strength. This mental environment becomes one of the most powerful tools for long-term health, weight balance, and overall well-being. Aging is often spoken about as if it automatically means decline, loss, and limitation, but this belief does far more harm than the passage of time itself. The human body is remarkably adaptable, and its ability to heal, strengthen, and rebalance does not suddenly disappear with age. What changes is the way it responds to care. When the body is given gentle, consistent support instead of extreme demands, it continues to improve in meaningful ways. Small daily rituals, such as a nourishing morning routine, mindful eating, light movement, and moments of calm, send a powerful message that the body is still valued and worth maintaining. Many people believe that if they cannot do everything perfectly, then it is not worth doing anything at all. This mindset creates stagnation. In reality, the body responds best to consistency, not intensity. A short walk repeated daily is more beneficial than a strenuous workout done occasionally. A simple, balanced meal eaten regularly has a greater impact than an extreme diet followed briefly. These small choices accumulate over time, slowly reshaping metabolism, strength, and energy levels. The body does not need to be shocked into change, it needs to feel safe and supported. Self-respect is a critical part of this process. When you treat your body with care rather than criticism, you create an environment where healing becomes possible. This includes listening to signals of hunger and fullness, honoring the need for rest, and choosing movement that feels supportive rather than punishing. As self-respect grows, trust between you and your body strengthens. This trust reduces stress and resistance, allowing natural regulatory systems to function more effectively. Hope also plays an essential role. Believing that improvement is still possible changes the way you approach daily choices. Hope encourages patience and persistence even when progress feels slow. It allows you to focus on how you feel rather than only on numbers or appearances. Over time, increased energy, better sleep, improved mobility, and a calmer relationship with food become clear signs that the body is responding. At any age, the body is influenced by what it experiences most often. When it experiences care, movement, nourishment, and positive intention day after day, it adapts in that direction. Aging does not mark the end of vitality, it marks a shift toward wisdom-driven health choices. With gentle routines, intentional habits, and belief in the body's capacity to respond, renewed balance and strength remain achievable throughout life. So tomorrow morning, when you prepare that warm glass of water with lemon and apple cider vinegar, don't just drink it, feel it. Let it represent a new agreement with yourself, an agreement to care, to be patient, and to believe. Because your body still wants to heal, your health journey is not over, and the best days of feeling strong, light, and confident can still be ahead of you.